TI group stage has finally started, and with that, it unlocked access to predictions and fantasy for the playoffs. And we can obviously wait until the group stage fully ends before we pick our players, but we can already set up our fantasy to yield us the most points. You can imagine a lot of people forgot about the group stage, so even if you got a low score, this is the time to lock in on the playoffs, unless you don't want to get that exclusive purple immortal. And the terrain too. Let's quickly analyze the group stage to understand the basic ideas of fantasy, what does well and what does not so well. This year I personally only did 2 accounts, because of the terrain. Here you can see I got Roshan kills and stuns, which is considered to be one of the worst green stats, teamfights being the best. But then the game that I got points for was 95 minutes long. The longer the game, the more points it will accumulate. Usually. Also, my title clutch played, as it was the last match of the series, plus 16%. The score of around 70,000 is considered to be pretty good. If you have this or above, you're on the trajectory to hit around about 97th percentile. We obviously did not hit the top global 100, but still, we get horrendously close with both accounts. Also, Analog, if you need some help, just hit me up, you know? Anyway, we can leave players and titles for last. First, we need to deal with the banners. You actually save your banners from the group stage, which is why it's kind of important to get that right. At this point, you just need to not grief the whole thing, but I'm still gonna explain what you need to do. To get as many points as possible, we need to set a priority, guidelines that will lead us to the best result. And the first, the utmost important thing, is the emblem stat, the reason why we get the points. Basically, if we have courier kills on core players, we're gonna get 0 points, even if the emblem itself has a plus 5000%, which is why that's what we're gonna be looking for first, in the order of green, blue, and only then red. For green, you need to get teamfight participation on all 3. It's undoubtedly the best green stat, Roshan and Tormentor kills being second best. Everything else is kind of useless, especially now that it gets divided by 2 for the 2 players. Blue stat only affects mid laners and supports. For a mid laner, we need to get runes grabbed. For supports, we're looking for camps stacked, that's tier 1. Wards, watchers, lotuses, and smokes, they're all pretty much the same. Reds are the least important, because they're all good. Maybe you don't want tower kills on your mid laner, but if you get GPM, creep score, kills, deaths, or even Madstone collected, that will get you a lot of points, which is why rolling them doesn't really make sense. Our second priority is emblem traits, since they can greatly improve our performance and they can also grief it quite a bit. I recommend avoiding Fractal for the playoffs, since we're going to be dealing with 5 emblems, and to make Fractal work, we will need to get all 5 different qualities on those emblems. Getting 5 friendlies is also on the verge of something impossible, but if you can do it, technically it is the best. Vampiric yields you a net positive, since it provides 50 and takes only up to 20, so that's not a bad one to go for. Also, if you get Benevolent on the 3 middle emblems, that's borderline perfection. But again, we are dealing with 5 emblems, so getting something specific is going to be really difficult. And our last priority is qualities, not in the sense that they're the least important, but we should only pick them when we cannot change the stat or get a better trait. And since we inherit a lot of stuff from the group stage, you should already have 2 emblems with a pretty good quality. And don't you get baited for upgrade 2 reduce 1 deal. We're trying to minimize gambling here. If you get upgraded random quality, that's a pretty good one. With everything else, I would give priority to getting a better trait or a stat. Now we can change players and titles. Team Vision is doing pretty well, so I'll keep them on core. I might swap mid for no one if Falcons do poorly in the group stage, and I might swap supports for Rue and not me. Titles, I'll probably keep the same. Prefixes are kind of random, but you can still try to match them to your players. For example, Undead or Demon heroes are popular with Team Falcons, as Malrine and Amar both play Husker and Necro. But then it would also work well with no one, since he loves his spirit heroes. For the suffix, I don't consider anything other than the clutch, because it is guaranteed to play every single series on the last match. Everything else is sort of random, and it might not happen even once in the entire series, so I'm comfortable with this. Now I want to show you a quick edit of me setting up my fantasy and realizing a few important things while I'm doing it, so it might save you a few rolls. What do we got here? I need to fix a lot more greens. I roll this because it has more points. Team fight, okay, that's perfect. Randomly increase 1 quality is actually nice, so I'm just gonna use that here. Okay, that's terrible, and it turned off Fractal. Increase 1 quality or quality for blue. Yeah, we just increase here, hoping to get 5. Okay, that's not bad. Increase 2, that's terrible. Last green is perfect for mid. Let's see it. That's not too bad. Okay, we only got qualities, which is this we want to do. 1 random green, we can do it here. Deaths, creep score, and Madstone collected. As opposed to kills GPM, we can try to roll that. I don't know if we need to. I have 3 vampirics on reds, which is actually awesome, because they take away from greens that don't yield points. I don't think Madstone collected is as good. Let's see. Kill star, kills GPM. That's not bad. Last green, need to keep rolling this. Stuns, that is terrible. Randomly increase 1, hoping for 5. Yes, we got 5. Tower kills is not the best. Math stone collected. I don't think it yields that many points. Okay. We got fractal and benevolent, which is good. Benevolent for greens is good here. Okay, stat for 1 green emblem. I need this. Kind of. If I'm giving up on them, I don't really need them, but trade for blue, fractal, currently doesn't work. But we can make it work. I just need to change one of these tiers. We can still make it work. I mean, let's hope it changes the benevolent one. And it changed the only good one. Okay. Actually, Matt Stone does not sound that bad. Not that bad at all. Okay, we're gonna keep this. Let's try to roll this. Okay, I got a fractal and friendly, the worst possible. That's nice. For both green. Okay, this is a chance. We can do this, and it's gonna make fractal work again, or not, because it's impossible when it's 5. We can change stat for 1 random. Let's do this. This is currently yielding 0 points across the board. Oh, it only changed 1. Greens are useless. I can keep rolling stat for green, but they're gonna do so bad. I don't know if I should. Oh, but it's the last. We can try to get teamfight here. Nope. Kind of don't need any of these. We can reroll operations. Stat for green, for both green. Okay, 2 team fights. I don't know if that's possible. Oh, that is not possible, actually. I kept rolling last on the green, but you can't get 2 of the same stat on a single banner. Right, I cannot get 2 team fights. I can get 1. No, I guess not. For 1 random green, yes. Tormentor kills, no. Or try to get 5 here. That's so random though. I mean, that is terrible. Why did I do that? Please? Okay, that's not too bad. I need to stop rolling that. Trait for blue emblems, for all blue emblems. I need this. Fractal, friendly fractal, the absolute worst that I could have gotten. Why? Quality for the last red. This, if I get tier 1 on this, it will actually make fractals work. Okay, that's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Well, I gotta try again. I have 230%. But Roshan kills is not bad. How much does that do? Roshan kills. The problem is that it's a team thing. And team things, they do really bad in the new fantasy. Because they're divided by 2 for cores and subs. Stuns is terrible. I think if we get anything other than stuns and courier kills, I meant to say. But what can it get? Unique and benevolent again? This is really good. Okay, let's just change this. Benevolent is good. Double benevolent is actually awesome. How do I have tier 1 on smokes used? Do I pray that it's not Roshan kills? I mean, I gotta. Okay. Well, what did I have? It doesn't matter, I have 90%. Okay, this is tremendously terrible. Very nice. Team, I gotta see how they're doing. Okay, so Vision is smashing. Spirit are smashing. But they're smashing against, like... Who the hell are these guys? I think I'm gonna think on the players probably later. Maybe change it to this and this. I want to keep them, but if they do bad in the groups, then I can't. Titles, I think I'll keep them. This is random. It depends on the meta. I think you can pick the best one that has the most meta heroes in it, and you're more likely to get a percentage. Never mind. Centaur is here. And I'm gonna keep the clutch. Player loses. This is actually not bad, but it's only 6%. I think if you take all the percentages, I did pretty poorly. But then if you actually look at it, I got 300% of the creep score. For the cores, I think it's perfect. This wasn't gonna get me points anyway, even if I got team fight, and I tried. So this is actually gonna do really well. Mid is not gonna do great because I had to turn on fractals and my GPM is tier 1. But again, teamfight and runes, that's gonna get the most points, and I actually got a good percentage on them. And then my supports also exist and they might get me some points as well. So we'll see. I think I'll hit I'd be lucky to hit 96th percentile. And there's that. My lineup does look a bit chopped, but it was the same case last year, and I got into 98th percentile. Do not underestimate the amount of people that don't do fantasy at all, people that have no idea what to do here, and people that just don't care about getting a terrain. Let me know what you got in the group stage, but if you got a low score and you still don't understand why, well, you better go to the beginning, pal.
He's gonna have Porsches and Beamers. Liar, that's what you get when you do anything to rhyme schooling seniors. Murder, record me, lights, camera, action. Who produces anthem after anthem? Skepta, the microphone champion.